admittedly, we sold the company at a very, very cheap evaluation. But part of that decision was really driven by obviously the regulatory event, but also the acquirer. In our case, we really liked the management team of the acquiring company. We also liked the boutique nature of the acquiring company, and we also liked the assets of the acquiring company that we would get to develop. And as a group of young entrepreneurs looking at the potential acquiring party and evaluating, hey, are we going to get lost in the sauce of a massive organism, and are we going to be metabolized and kind of just spit out the rear end? Or is this an organism that we can actually effectuate change in?
Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of the companies we were talking to, of the 4 or 5 companies, I should say, we were talking to, 2 of them were companies that had tens of thousands of employees.
Like Procter & Gamble size business, right? Where they've got
Right.
15 product lines and 500 product lines.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
thousands and tens of thousands of employees. Yeah.
Exactly. And the difference between the company that acquired us is it was 450 people. It felt like a much more boutique operation. And for us to go from an operation that had some 30 employees to an operation that had tens of thousands, there would be too much of a cognitive dissonance between who we were and what our corporate identity was and what their identity would be at a large corporation that size. And so we really saw that, and we said, okay, well, that's going to play a really big factor into who we choose to go with. And if the decision, was between, hey, do we take a 5x offer from a large company, or a 6x offer from a large company, or a 4x offer from a much smaller boutique company where we're happy with the management team and where we know that our brands and the brands we built as well as the company we built would be taken more seriously because it was a larger investment, then we're going to go with the more boutique operation. And that was something we did have a conversation about is, look, is our goal just to make cash here, or is there an element of posterity in this deal? Do we really want to have some posterity? And also, do we want to create a healthier working environment for the people at this company? Because obviously if you sell to one of those large companies, you can get, pretty decimated, as I'm sure in many of your conversations you've seen from the different dynamics post-transaction. So
yeah, it's horrible. So the at the time, the acquirer, and I had never heard of this company, but I've now since done a bit of research and found them interesting. It's called Turning Point Brands, publicly traded, and you said they were around 450 employees at the time ish. You guys were 30. It's really interesting. We talk a lot about something called the 5 to 20 rule, which says that the natural acquirer for your business is somewhere between 5 and 20 times the size of your business. And so you guys being roughly 10% of TBG is exactly in that 5 to 20 range. So again, it feels really natural and good that a company like that would be a nice home. So that seems to make a ton of sense. On the surface. You mentioned there was a couple of offers, and again, if you can't share, totally get it. But are you able to share who the other companies were that were in the running?
I wish I could. Unfortunately, it's under confidentiality.
Yeah, no problem at all. So I figured as much. So I know you got down to like fairly serious diligence with 2. Did you actually get letters of intent from 2? Like did they firm up what they were willing to offer?
Yeah, so we got I think it was 3 letters of intent in total.
Okay.
And then 2 of which, one coming from Turning Point Brands, were more formal and we went into due diligence with.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video. If you loved today's video, then I bet you're going to absolutely love John Warrillow's best-selling book, Built to Sell. It's been endorsed by entrepreneurs such as Seth Godin, Bo Burlingham, Patrick Bet-David, Tim Ferriss, and many more. And guess what? You can grab a free copy of this book. All you have to do is head over to builttosell.com to grab your free copy today.